Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's Appraisal Buzzcast. I'm Jim Morrison, and today we have Joan Trice, CEO of Allterra Group, and John Liss, the founder and CEO of True Footage. We're going to discuss the changes coming up in the appraisal industry and what it means for appraisers. Joan, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Jim, and welcome, John. And John, how in the world did you end up? You're not an appraiser. Your father's not an appraiser. Your brother's not an appraiser. Your uncle's not an appraiser. That's how we all arrive here. Except
not that I know of.
Not that you know of. It's a family secret. All right. So how did it happen?
So I started as a real estate agent. I was born and raised in the New York area, and I did that during high school and before college and all through college. And then I pivoted into real estate, private equity, and finance after college, and went back to graduate school and started doing work in the real estate industry more broadly, thinking about, okay, where is there opportunity to build something special? And I saw a big opportunity in the appraisal industry with a very entrepreneurial bunch of people that had a lot of tools and opportunities to kind of leverage technology plus human expertise to create a big business. And obviously this was as there was a lot of volume in the mortgage industry to clear appraisal. There was a lot of problems with processing times and extended turn times. And so I thought, let's find the best appraisers in America. Let's build cutting edge technology and let's put them together and see what happens.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a pretty interesting project. So when you dived in, what did you find?
Yeah, I think I found a lot of entrepreneurial people that had solved a lot of the problems that were complained about at a national level, but had never really been surfaced. And so in different markets, you had really creative and really effective appraisers who were leveraging the tools that they had, but there wasn't really one central place that all these tools could live and people could organize and streamline. And so I thought, all right, let's embark on a journey across America. Let's find people in each market. Let's talk to them. Let's see what's working. Let's see what's not working. And then let's create some sort of piece of technology as well as a network of community that could really kind of push this thing forward.
That makes sense to me. John, let's do this. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the company you founded.
Today's learner has a myriad of educational options to choose from, both online and off. But for appraisers and professionals who rely upon appraisals, your high-quality, comprehensive valuation education resource should be the Appraisal Institute. The courses we offer are rigorously researched and largely developed by practicing appraisers using their real-world residential and commercial valuation experience. Go to appraisalinstitute.org/education for more information.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. And John, tell us a little bit specifically about your company, but also, you identified some problems that you saw in our market. Did you uncover solutions? I mean, or is this just a work in progress?
We've definitely uncovered some solutions. I think there's regulatory and technology shifts happening that are advantageous for the appraisal industry. Obviously, there's just much more teamwork happening than before. You have an industry that was 76% sole proprietors, and you see a lot more people adopting teamwork environments that allows for greater efficiencies, which already brings down turn times, which was historically one of the biggest issues. But then there's kind of opportunities to add technology to every step in the process to increase the credibility and the reliability of the appraisal industry. I think that Zillow's implosion bought the appraisal industry another 10 or 20 years of great times, because we saw that technology unchecked without the power of the human is dangerous. And so instead, we take an approach of let's take technology and let's augment the process to help appraisers be even more successful and bill out more money. So, we started with the LiDAR-based mapping solution to extract square footage data because I saw as a real estate agent that square footage was oftentimes incorrect. And now we're looking at adjustments, commentary, comp selection, and really thinking, okay, how do we provide appraisers with best-in-class tools and put them all in one place?
Interesting. So do you have an application in the field to calculate square footage and do floor plans and all that?
Yeah, so I originally started this business because I saw that square footage was off by 16% on average in New York City where I was looking. And what was a hardware, with LiDAR eventually became software through Apple products. And that was the first kind of piece of technology that we decided to go attack.
Interesting. So is this available only to appraisers who do business with you, or is this available to any appraiser who wants to buy the product?
Right now, it's available in-house, and we are planning to release it to the market.
Okay. So you have a staff operation?
Yeah, we have a staff operation of appraisers all over the country. We're in 25 states right now, and our plan is to obviously grow.
Okay, that sounds great.
We didn't build Remote Val for appraisals. We built it for appraisers. With Remote Val, you are in control. Unlike a hybrid valuation, you directly gather the information, photos, and measurements you need while communicating with the homeowner. And with no travel time, Remote Val increases the number of inspections you can perform. Combined with 24-hour pay and our exclusive benefits, it's no wonder more appraisers are choosing Incenter Appraisal Management. Remote Val is fast, easy to use, and completely free for appraisers. To see a demo of Remote Val in action, visit incenteram.com.
So John, I can't help but notice that you recently engaged a couple of appraisers who are well known to Appraisal Buzz. Dustin Harris and Blaine Fyan work for you. How did that happen, and what's the value added to your enterprise? I think a lot of those guys, by the way.
Well, Joan, I actually met Blaine in Vegas at your convention. So not to
Oh, you're welcome.
I was told I can't plug anything on this 30 minutes, but I'm going to.
But you can plug. Yeah, you can plug.
We're looking forward to going back to the Mirage this year. And I met Dustin through Paul Rowe, who works for True Footage as well. I flew out to Idaho Falls, met with Dustin, did his show on Spotify. And I think a lot of times technology providers make the mistake that they can come in from the outside and know better, and technology is going to solve the problem. But I think we see in the appraisal industry that the experienced people who really understand all of the stakeholder management that needs to go on, as well as the granularity of all the forms, are a wealth of resources. And if you don't build from that community, you're going to run into trouble. And so that was the immediate first step as a company is, okay, how do we get the all-stars all aligned on the same squad? And then we can build technology and other facets of the business around them.
I like your business philosophy. Surround yourself with really good people. And I'm with you. There's a lot of people from the outside looking in going, wow, what a messed up profession. And how archaic our technology is. But you have to be in the midst of it to realize all the nuances of why we are where we are. And I don't think it's by appraisers' design. They get a lot of things imposed upon them that they don't have a choice in.
And definitely, I think that the regulatory cycles are swift. It goes, they make one change and they make another. And so it's very important to have people who have been through that and really understand kind of what the staying power is of each of these different parts of the business. And so that's why I kind of pursued that strategy. And also, I think it's important to know that, there are problems that need to be fixed in the appraisal industry, but what you read in the news is not actually what's happening on the ground a lot of the times. And so you really got to get in there and understand the dynamics and who's playing and what they're doing to really kind of drive forward.
No, I couldn't agree with you more. We certainly, as a profession, have had a lot of unfavorable press lately. And now everybody knows what appraisers are, but I don't think they quite fully appreciate what we do and why we do it. And as you say, what our regulatory framework is around it. It's a lot more complex, I think, than appears on the surface. So I'm glad you engaged a solid team with you. So
yeah, and I totally agree with you. I also think, what's exciting is these problems are solvable. And I think most appraisers want to solve these problems and want to, get to a place where they are received in a much, better light. And so that's kind of what we're focused on, is empowering people to get there.
I couldn't agree with you more. I love your philosophy. Well, listen, we really appreciate having you today and hope to see you at Expo in a matter of a few months.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joan and John, for joining us today. We also want to thank our sponsors for helping us to put these together, and we appreciate all the support from our listener community. If you have an idea for a future Buzzcast or would like to be interviewed, reach out to us at info@appraisalbuzz.com. And we're looking forward to seeing all of you at Valuation Expo, especially John, your company True Footage will be there as well. Thanks and have a great day.